Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your host, Sir Stephen Topham at the third, at your service. Now it's time to protect, to fight to protect. Right? There's a lot of things out there I'm not impressed with. Methods you've done, bloody fuck ups you've done, excuse my language, and there's a lot of things that you've got to pay to get things right again, right? A lot of you don't deserve your wages, you don't deserve your money, you don't deserve anything, right? You lost a lot, a lot of bloody problems that didn't come your way, right? You got to be realistic. We are being honest with you. We've been truthful with you. We've been straightforward with you. But you're pushing. You're pushing the right buttons to get the result you want. Right? It's not going to happen. Right? When things come your way and you got what you need and you respect that and everything else, you're going to end up going and say, shit. Right? I am the only one person that can put this fucking timeline back together again because my private connection told me to. Right? Who I cannot name. Right? She said in strict words, 2 words, you're there to protect the timeline. You're there to fix it. Right? I'm doing what I've been told to do. Right? You can't ruin what's done in front of you. Well, okay, the NHS fucked up. Right? A lot of people don't know what hit them until the fucking cows come home. Right? When you look in the mirror again and look at it realistically, you're going to say, shit, it's happened before, it's happened before. Oh, crap. Yeah, well, it's happened before. Now it's time to fight to protect. Not the other way round. You don't want to destroy. Right? It's wrong for the NHS to fuck up, which they did. Norfolk, Norwich University Hospital should never been built. Because you screwed up the time stream there. Strike one. Strike two, you got the NSFT in play. I said don't bother with them because they don't blame cows till the cows come home. Right? People need, not want. Right, I get that. But you're pushing the boat a bit too far. Pushing me until I bloody get cracked to give you the answer you want. I hate people when they do that. I hate people when they force my stepfather to have a lassapine down his throat when he turned 30 and he thought he'd gone mad. I said he hadn't gone fucking mad. Right? Duck is not involved in the Thomas and the Magic Railroad issue. Right? Because he's not on the island at the time. Right? You have to get realistic. This is all facts. This is all logic. But when you go back in time, it all adds up. Right? You're going to end up saying, why do we now need the time to fight to protect? We're not protecting just yourselves. You're protecting the timeline. So, when you fight for something, you think you got a life that, right? Let me put this in perspective for you to make you understand so you get a bigger picture, right? There are things in real life that unfolds naturally to a point, right? And it unfolds and it still unfolds. Pressure has been put on me for a reason, right? Because you have to watch everything to understand everything. It's played in the right way, but it's in reverse a little bit. Yes, it's in a muddle. Yes, so it's going to be in a little bit of a muddle order, but it's going to come clear at the end. But in the end of the day, you're screwing your own lives, killing yourselves, making your whole families die, and then ending up with nothing, and the world will be lifeless. And then it all goes down to you. Right? People that do that, that's selfishness. Right? If it wasn't for a lot of people that know certain questions, certain answers in their heads, they know myself. It's a selfless path, right? What Walter M&GN said, right? He said that it's a selfless path when somebody do something for something, right? I do it for that reason, not just because it's blood related. It's all there in black and white. NHS is going to get sued for trying to kill all of us off, right? Okay, the only way they could have done that is take us into NHS hospital, right? Which is based in Helston. Wake it up and smell the damn coffee when it's already there in black and white. You time to fight to protect. You're not doing that to destroy. Right, but by destroying me and my family, you're basically destroying history. Something you want, something you need to understand. It's not going to be coming running to you. You have to understand everything, right? Helston Hospital's been a lot of stupid people in, right? But I'm not stupid, I'm too intelligent. When you put it all in black and white, it's all there in silver platter, right? I'm giving you the answers, I'm giving you the respect, I'm giving you the honesty which Diesel 10 won't provide. So don't go asking him because he won't know fuck shit. Right? When it all goes down on paper and it goes on the fucking white screen for you to see, don't fuck it up. You know, you got my wife, you got me, now back off. You know, when things unfold naturally, it's time is to fight, to protect. It's something that you can't see. Family matters, yes, but this is a little bit deep cut because you're going back in time to go forward again. Then people will start asking questions in their heads. Don't ask me for the answers because you already got the answers. Right? Don't come to me and ask for them because you won't get nothing out of me. Right? When a lot of things unfold naturally in front of you, you grow up, you listen, you learn. Right? When it all comes to you, it all unfolds naturally. Right? We all know. Me and Zena are basically right. What I'm saying in logical times, we've both got our hands full right now. Right? We've got our lives to sort out. Right? When people protect people, they do it for a fucking damn reason. Right? When I cry or upset or getting emotional, it's the way it has to unfold to get your attention and understanding and thinking caps on. Right? When I got safeguards in place and people knowing certain information, they only tell what they need to know. Right? They can't lie to family. As one example. Right? When it comes down to your friends, you can't lie. Your connections, you cannot lie. But with other people that don't fucking believe it, you then you gotta keep your mouth shut. There are things around you can't fully understand until it fucking opens your eyeballs. Right? There's a lot of things where we have to fight to protect for the future, the present day, and the past to keep it all in sync. Right? When it all unfolds in front of you, people want to know why. Right? There are a lot of people out there that think I've gone really like shit. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, you can't just go, oh, I am better than he is and I'm better than that. I said, no, you're bloody not. Well, I know people can be high horsed, which is true. You got to pull down the horse, bloody slow it down. Right? You just got to understand when things are given to you in realistic form, don't mess with it. Right? I know you think this is all, oh, this is hooey. I said, bullshit it. Right? You're the ones that are coming up with the bullshit. My safeguards are protectors. The my contacts, my private contacts, they're not bullshitting at all. They want BS at all. So when you learn these things, you gotta learn the hard way now, because the puzzle's gonna get harder. as it goes in forward. Why? Because I'm not having my family to be targeted. You targeted my stepdad, Duck. You targeted me. You target my grandfathers, both of them, and my great uncle on top, and you fucked up the timeline. So when you deal with all of that, then you're asking where the hell's the magic gone? So to safeguard me, or anybody knew who I was in real life, yeah, but they had to keep their mouth shut. Let it play out. Work out why the Power Rangers came in 1993. I was only 10 years old, you stupid prats. You know, when people don't do their homework, you ask yourself, why? Oh, the Railway Men of the past knew exactly who I was, but they couldn't say anything out loud. They could be dead and buried now because of the NHS. So work it forward and fuck yourselves up. Because the NHS is not going to get no more money from the government or me. When it comes down to my own flesh and blood family, don't piss us about. Why? My family is the number one key to all of this, and you screwed it up. You screwed it up so bloody badly, you made my father go into hiding. So don't tell me Charles Topham Hatt II is not going to come to you and play God with you and tell you, back off. Because he would, the same as I would. But you won't listen, watch and learn. Because it will come back fine in your face, and then you will end up saying, fuck. Right? I'm not going to be bullshitting the bush. Right? When it's unfolding the truth in front of your eyes, don't come crying wolf on me. Right? When it's all there saying, oh shit, it's time to fight, to protect. Right? It is justice. Right? Which is what the cops are very, really fun to know of. It's justice, isn't it? Right? When people are thrown in a mental health hospital, whatever they go to, they need cop protection to help them guide. Why? Because they need safeguarding. They need to understand things that go beyond their comprehension. They have to understand why. Why? Just because I'm the last one. Yeah, I'm not the last one. My son Richard will be the next one on the line. Then it'll be my granddaughter, Emily Helen Hatt. Now, Helena is actually a safeguard, for obvious reasons, because it's my granddaughter's middle name. So when you think you got to me and everybody else, grow up! Because when we time to fight, to protect what we got, historically and futuristically and everything else, don't screw up. Doesn't matter if you're on the Norfolk Railway or not. They screwed up near enough and not realised it. Oh yeah, they provided the clues, even the world, even the global state. I said, grow up. You know, when people give out these resources like myself being really useful, so I can't be Diesel 10, because Diesel 10 will do a lot more damage than I would. I said, look, I'm only further behind schedule a little bit here. Right? A lot of things, it's time to fight to protect. Right? It's time to morphorize. It's morphin time. It's go Zeo, shifted turbo, let's rock it, go galactic, all of it. Why, all my rangers, all my powers, all my respect, even myself, and then you got Starfleet Command on top of that, and then Harry Potter on top. Why? Then you're gonna ask Harry Potter, right? A lot of people say the boy who lived, as example. Why? I am the boy who lived. Because I'm providing you with a lot of knowledge that a lot of people are like saying shit. Yeah, well, grow up. Why? I'm like Harry Potter, yes. But now you've got 2 more generations of the Hats coming your bloody way. But if you screw up even more and more, try and target me, you lose all of it and you will die. It's not a funny game. It's not a joke. You target my stepfather, Duck. You try to target my grandfathers. You targeted my great uncle, and you screwed up the fucking lot. So don't come back crying to me when you lose something. Why? Because in the day, you lost it when you bloody fucking screwed up. It took nearly 30 years for you to screw up. Right? A lot of people thought, what? Shit, crap, ass, wipe. Reverend Robert Audrey made sure to make sure certain people read between the lines. Audrey stated it himself. I said there's a lot more clues than you bloody bargained for. Right? When it all comes to light, don't ask me to try and fix it for you straight away because it's not going to open. It's going to take a lot more hope and trust, honesty, and respect before you can gain any more information out of me. You have to learn to protect the future. Right? If the future gets damaged, so do you. Don't push me to the edge where you want there, and then it all comes to you like a bloody bolt of lightning or blue. So don't come running around and say, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, well, screw you because you just lost. You're about to lose something, but you could gain something here. You're playing with us. You're playing with what you like to say, playing a game. But you're not. You played with people's lives, you killed them, you destroyed them, you try to ruin their lives, put them in the bed, dead, buried, gone. Why? Because you're trying to target us all. Just think about it. There is a lot of truth to this, and a lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of people have died already, don't get me wrong, and there'll be a lot more to come. Why? Because there's damage, damage, damage all the way through this. Why? Because people can't see it until it hits them in the face. I told you, you screwed up one thing to try and gain one thing. Right? You have to protect both of them to gain what you need. Right? When you want something, you want justice, you have to do it the right way. You can't do it the wrong way or you're fucked. It's not like Montague, Duck, saying it's either the Great Western Way or the No Way. Right? It's like saying that, but I'm telling you, no, it isn't the Great Western Way. It's not even the No Way here. Why, at the moment, if you destroy all of us, you'll be gone, you'll be history, there'll be no more people on the planet. All they will be one individual that will scatter all the pieces, trying to pick it all up again and reboot the sequence. But somebody's been working ahead of schedule, ahead of you. Why? It's time to fight to protect, not the other way round. Start fighting for what you need. But you have to realize money isn't an issue here. Right? Because it's a money of circulation. When money is like saying, oh, we got money from the government, we got money from the national lottery, we got money from people, blah blah blah. It all comes back to me and my family. So work it well and round. It goes in circles. Why? Because we have to protect ourselves as much as yourselves. So we have to do it 50-50 here. It's not going to run for the hills, is it? When people want something so bloody badly and they get what they want, I said it's not about wants, it's about people's needs here. The government won't give a fucking shit. They just think they've got it all on bloody paper saying, vote for us, vote for us, vote for us. I said, fuck that. You know what I mean? A lot of people up here don't think. When they get something that they got, then they shut up. Why? Because they don't believe it until they see it. Why? There's a lot of people out there in real life that I bump into. They always call me by my anagram name, right? Because they know me too well, right? There are a lot of people that call me by my first name, anagram name, again, that don't know me, and I keep turning around and say, call me Stephen, or you can F off. Why? Because I don't want to be in bloody be exposed. Because if you expose me, you're gonna go downhill. When my friends, you got family, friend connection, right? My friends can call me Matthew. That's not a problem. My family can call me Matthew, but my connections call me Stephen Topham Hatt the Third. Why? Because it's true. When you all fucking want money, money, here we come. Yeah, well, your money is my money, you damn asses. The NHS don't fall in the sky, you know. They screwed up. They didn't get funded until 1945. So when it all comes in black and white for you, now it's time to fight to protect. Right? You're not there just to protect yourselves. You're there to protect me and my family. When my family are the vital key to all of this, you're going to start asking questions. People that I care about the most don't see me. Why? I've got Margaret, who is 88 years old, who is my mum's cousin. Now work at Ford. Then you go backwards to work out it's Lily. Lily Cooper. Ding ding. So when you go back and then you go forward, I ended up with my wife. So work it out. It's all facts and it's all logic and it's truth. Why? In the day you screwed up what was meant to unfold. But now it's time to fight to protect it. You can't just go round and say, oh, we don't know. I think this is a load of bullshit. I said, it isn't bullshit, my friends. You just fucking didn't learn. I said, a lot of people play with Barbie dolls in the past, right? They screwed up. Bing, balla, boom. Right? People know people, right? Connections get built up again. Friends get built up, right? When a lot of people like Duck that hasn't got nothing to learn from. I said to you guys, Duck does not know a lot about this because he was born in London, yes, but he was raised in Morocco. Why? When he swore in Morocco, he got banned from Morocco. Why? That's truth. You can't fuck with that. And when he came to me personally, then the NHS fucked his head up. When he told the truth in front of you lot, then the NHS has now got told by the fat man himself, third gen, me. And then you thought I'd gone balmy, and I said, no, I bloody aren't. Because all you had to do was flip Norfolk upside down and put the old railway lines back in. That's all it took. Then you would be seeing the whole railway routes that the whole Thomas the Tank was based on. A lot of tricks. What a magic trick is that? I told you from the beginning in the first podcast. I told you you'd be stumped. Why? Even my private connection from America stated it. Why? It's real, it's live, and it's action. It's not just from a book. The book tells you the past, yes, and the present, and the future all at once. We have to repeat the cycle every time. We don't have the luxury like you do. You can spread your wings and go around everywhere and go be normal, but I can't. Why? I have a job to do, so does my lady Hatt. But we have to work together, get married, and keep the kids that she's got. Right? Which we are safeguarding. Right? Every day. Stop messing around with the bloody future, will you? The future is all going to be fighting for. Why? Because we have to protect it. You know, when you think about money and all of this shit going through the toilet and everything else, I said to you guys, you're going to get stumped. Right? I told you from the beginning, when you get the answers you want, then the NHS is going to learn backwards and say, we fucking screwed up. That's what they're going to say to themselves. While the doctors were bringing up all the descendants of all the railway men and women, may I add, it all adds up. Don't fuck around. You know, when you know it's true, why? My grandfather knew about Lily's granddaughter. So don't piss me about who's actually my distant cousin and my wife. So don't piss about. It took a lot of guts to try and put you straight. I don't need the BS. Why is history repeating itself? Because we had to reboot everything up. We're not bloody con artists. We're not money makers. We just bloody do the job that was set out in gold. It happens to my time, the fourth generation be my son, and my fifth generation be my granddaughter. Then you all realise why. Why? There's a lot of things that you have to protect to do it, but you have to fight for it. It's not a game. It's not a race. Why? Anything that's unfolded correctly is unfolded in truth, in logic and facts. Don't piss about with it. When it's all there, black and white. A lot of people, like when I did my maths examination when I was at school, I had to tear up my maths examination paper because I knew too much. So don't tell me I'm autism or anything like that. Bullshit. Right? When people say I've got high sparks and low sparks and whatever, I said, no, you screwed up. Right? In the end of the day, people don't understand nothing until it all comes into light. When the time is to fight to protect, not the other way round. When you're fighting for something, you may not, when you rise and go up in your life, right? As Wesley Collins stated from the Power Rangers Time Force, he said, I had nothing to fight for. Now I've got something to fight for. Quotatively. So grow up. So when all the truth is there in black and white for you, you are blind not to see it. So when everything is told in fiction, it's actually a real life story of the Hats in full whack blackout. Why? Because we got a blackout system right now. Why? Because people can't put their heads together. I said, grow up. The NHS fucked up. Alright? They screwed up from day one. They screwed up because their heads weren't cleared. Two, the doctors knew everything, but they had to keep their mouths shut. When people give out things they need, not want, then it all comes together slowly. But you have to be fucking patient. It takes a little while and a little while and a little while, but you have to be very patient. It's not going to come to you directly straight away. When everything comes to you now you're going to wake up and smell the bloody fucking coffee. I'm sorry, I'm not Diesel 10. That's truth. Why? I cannot hold his personality as well as Thomas the Tank and the Fat Man's. That will overload my system and probably even kill me in the process. So my grandfather stated an emergency like this, put Thomas the Tank and the Fat Man as one person with my own personality on top. So back off! Alright? The truth is there in black and white. So when the truth comes to you, and when my grandfather on my mother's side of the family had to do her chain of command, so did Lily. So don't tell my great auntie Lily that she's a BSer, or tell my grandfather that he's a BSer, or tell Sir Topham the first that he's a BSer, because he wasn't. None of them were. Three make two people come to life again. What happens? Why? Numbers were set out in motion. Why? The only thing was, I had to figure out the last clue last night. And I really worked it out, and then I thought, I cried my eyes out because it was true. It was logic, it was fact, and it was not a lie. Why? In the other day, people may not have time to do all this research and do all their background and do the background checks and make sure who's lying, who's telling the truth, and all of that shit. Why, I don't want the NSFT down my throat ever again, or the NHS. Be prepared, NHS, because you're going to get the fat controller coming down to sharing the medical practice. Because in the day, because that's me you're dealing with now. Not Matthew Manson is dead and buried. So if you want something bad enough, you got what you needed. Now you got to wait patiently. Because now I've got to wait patiently for her to come round with it all. I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not a liar. I'm not a BSer or nothing. When I said to you, I have safeguards everywhere. So don't piss about with me. You're trying to protect. I said, when everything unfolds in nature's course, everything unfolds for a bloody reason. So when everything unfolds in front of you, you're seeing it, but you don't want to believe it. I said, watch out, because you might turn the other way. And then you'll end up with something that you end up regretting. Why? I will do whatever it takes to boot out the bad guy out. Why? That's my job. Because it has to be done. Why? I have to safeguard myself and my lady Hatt. So don't piss me about and say I'm a liar, because I would never lie about it. If Lily was alive today, right, she would not be happy, nor would my grandfather. So work it like it was down chain. Don't, don't. 3 generations, bang. It was kept a secret for a fucking good reason. Because now my DNA code has now been exposed, now the NHS can fuck off. Because they've got what they needed. If they can't bloody believe that, ask yourself a question. Why was a 30-year gap in place? Well, I can expose that too. I said Margaret and my mother were the 2 ultimate keys. Why? Yes, my mother was born first, but she had me last. Ding ding. Then it becomes the big ultimate price. Right? That, in the day, so did Margaret. Had to keep her mouth shut and let it play out. Because it's going to come together in the end. But you had to be very patient about these things. They're not going to happen all in one day, that's for sure. The thing is, it's all about trust, honesty, and respect. I've been telling the truth all my life. Not to begin with, my ad, because I was a child, young boy, and a kid, and an adult, young adult. I had to lie a lot to protect the ones we love. We don't do it for no bloody reason, you know. When I know something, I keep my mouth stumped until the time is right. Because it's 2024, now the time is right. My grandfather wouldn't not be happy with you in any direction or any format. I may be strict and stern, but I'm cocky and jokey at the same time. That's why I said the NHS fucked up big time. The clues were there the day I was born. So wake up, smell that lovely coffee in the morning and the afternoon, and it will fucking wake you up. People know about it, but they didn't want to say anything. Had to unfold naturally, which it did. But now you've screwed up. Now you're asking me for Emily Helen Hatt. I said, yes, she's engine number 12, but her real set is 14. So wake up and smell the damn coffee. It all adds up. Margaret safeguarded her own daughter. Lily, my great auntie, had to safeguard her granddaughter. So grow up. When it's all there in a chain, the chain of command is still going down by 2 times. Why? Because we have to reunite to fix everything. We're not a bloody laughing joke. We're not a laughing matter. No. The game is up on all of you. So it's time to fight to protect it, not a fucking destroying it. When it's time to protect these things, you do it for a good damn reason. I'm not going to argue, debate, or fight over this. You can't argue with facts. When the facts have been put in front of you, you know I'm not a liar. I'm not a BSer. I'll always be honest and truthful in front of women these days. Why? Because the truth is out. So don't tell me how to live my life. When I go in that Albion pub, all I see is my distant cousin running the pub with her employees like Liz, Millie, and the others as well on top, and it all adds up. So when Liz has got something to do with this, yeah, well, she's a pain in the arse and all. She should be fired on the spot. Why? It's all fucking damn truth. I know who would grass on me and who won't. There's a lot of facts and truth and logic in all of this. Why? I want to know who my friends are and my connections are, who I can trust and honesty and respect. It takes a lot of guts to track. I didn't have to track them down. They came to me. My family will always be beside me. Wherever I go, they will be there too. This excludes Duck out of the picture. Why? It takes one to know one. The gold dust has been thrown in the air. You got what you needed. The magic has been restored, but you need to work forward with me now. Stop pissing about what is actually truth in front of your hearts, your soul, your minds. You're not cuckoo, you're not mental. That's what the hospitals think. Why? Because they don't know the fucking language of Sudran or Sudric language. It's Thomas the Tank language. When it's all happening all in truth, you're witnessing magic that you can't understand. So, when it unfolds in front of your bloody damn eyes, don't ask questions, because the answers are just right in front of you. Matthew Manson is dead and buried just like his ancestor was. James Manson, dead. Why? Because we have to follow suit. Then Sir Topham Hatt the first was the next one on the line. Then it'll be Charles Topham Hatt, who's retired. Then it will be me. Then you will ask, where's Emily Helen Hatt? Where's Richard Topham Hatt? Then it goes back to Zena Morgan from the Albion. And myself. Husband and wife. You can't fight with your own destiny when it's all set in motion beforehand. So don't screw up what you got, because in the day it's supposed to unfold naturally. But because the world is in threatened danger right now, everybody's got red flag everywhere. Why, Britt Alcoff should wake up and smell the damn coffee. Why, Britt Alcoff should understand this more than anything. She's not cuckoo. She just doesn't realise how realistic it was. So when it all comes back to me and my family, ding, 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 we all wake up. Sheringham knows this. Cromer knows this. Peterborough's starting to wake up. Everything's starting to wake up. Wake up and smell the damn bloody coffee when it's shown in front of your fucking eyes. Eyes and ears everywhere. The autistics tell you the truth as well. So grow up. When you all understand, there's a lot of numbers in play in this. Lot of facts, maths included, which makes it harder for a lot of people to understand why. People knew it, I knew it, that's it. Alright? The problem is, a lot of people that know me too well, it's because they know a lot about me, safeguarding me, everywhere through college, school, and everything, and you throwing them in the back of my face saying, fuck you, you're a liar. Right? I say, no, I'm not. I'm not a bullshitter or a liar. Right? So, even there, when a lot of people say a lot of things that they don't mean to say, right? They don't realise Who they hurting? They always hurt the people they love the most. They always do. Right? We all understand that too. You're not gonna go round the circle and go ding 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 ding. It's all fucking facts. It's all truth. It's all logic. So when you work it all out in your heads, stop meddling around with it. Because you're seeing it unfold. You're seeing it naturally unfold. Now you got to help us out. You know, when you're in the Albion pub, you've got to start thinking up here. I'm not going to be on my own on this one. Get it in all your heads. There is a reason why people know people. Connections know connections. But some of them are dying because of you. Because a lot of people I know are already dead, buried and gone with that secret. So work it out. They witness it and they die. Why? Too old. What will happen is a lot of things will unfold naturally and it will make you understand why. Right? I can't take I've got to take the full responsibility of my job that I do. It's not a game. It's real life. When everybody thinks it's all a joke, I said, no, it isn't. And every day you want to, when I say now it's time to fight to protect, it's now it is the time. So when a lot of people say to me a lot of the time, you know, when a lot of things are there for me in black and white, you can't ask people for questions and get the answers out of them because they will have to give it to you when they are ready. They're not allowed the liberty to pass the buck, pass the buck. They have to be honest. They always be honest with you. My private connections, my friends, and my colleagues. Bang! They will always tell you the truth and be honest with you. But when you want something on a plate so damn bloody quick, it feels like you're rushing it, you're killing yourselves, you're putting yourselves in graves before it even gets to me, gets to the real deal package. In every day, people make mistakes in the past, yes, don't we all? But in the day, sometimes they might find out, oh shit. There's a lot of things in people's heads that may make a mistake in their lives. Right? I never made a mistake because I'm too really useful and I know when to get rid of safeguards out of a place. I didn't kill them. They died of natural causes. Right? In the day, my family's dead and buried. Right? The only thing they can do was send out an SOS distress call to London. So when it goes back to London, it goes back to Margaret, then it'd be her granddaughter, her daughter, and her daughter's come right back to me. So when it goes from Lily's granddaughter has come back to me. It goes from LMS, Ding, which you know in railway code, London Midland Scottish Railway Company. So wake up and smell the damn bloody coffee. Goes back to my family in the end. So when it all adds up, you've got to understand why. Because now it's time to fight to protect, not the other way round. Stop bullshitting, stop lying, stop setting people up, or I'm coming after you, Norfolk Railway, because you're the next target. But not for the bad reasons, for the good damn reason. Because in the day, you kicked out your own fucking boss because your boss is there. Right? It's time to fight to protect what you need, not wants. It's not about money in the end. When I keep mentioning this all the time, I mean it. Right? When you're lucky to get what you need, you're not going to get no more money now because you fucked up. You screwed up, the NHS screwed up, the Norfolk Railway screwed up. What's next? That's two. So work it out. The NSFT should backed off from day one. Why? Because they're experimental engines. They're arsehole engines. and they don't belong to me. They've done that to put something in play. When it all comes to light, there's a lot of explaining to do. Why? The Cooper started it. The Coopers can only reboot it. I'm Cooper blood, yes. But then in the days when you want something bad enough, then you got to wait for another Cooper bloodline to come through. Because I found out who it is. Because she's gone under a different alias. Why? Because Margaret got married. Why? It's, in the days, you're screwing up something that's realistic. Why? If the NHS had their way again and again and again, they will be fucking up the time stream. And then everybody will witness the Island Swan song in its full glory, and everybody will fucking cry wolf. Why? That cry wolf will be down on you. Right? Percy, Edward, Henry, Gordon, and James, and all the other engines besides Duck is not in the picture on in this. Right? You're gonna end up why? Like I said, you screwed it up. I'm a little bit late behind schedule, but I am behind schedule. I'm not rushing this. I'm just putting the facts to you. If you don't like it, tough. Because the facts always make it truthful. If you don't believe me, ask yourself the question. Why does it go back to the RMS, the London Midland Service? Sir Topham Hatt Sr., who is James Manson. Now wake up! Goes back to Nigel Manson from Solar Hairdressers. Then my father, Charles Topham Hatt II. Then it goes to my grandfather as well, Sir Topham Hatt I. So wake up! You meddled with the the things that are meant to unfold correctly. You fucked up Duck. You're trying to fuck up me. I said don't bother. Because the next thing is that I'm gonna get justice. I got the weapon that can stop the NHS from doing all this harm. Right? In the end of the day, you're the ones that screwed up. You're the ones that should be apologising. You're the ones that should be saying sorry. I need my dignified. I need my reputation back. I need my respect back. I need everything back. Why? Because it's the damn bloody truth. When my family's been threatened, I'm always the safeguard as well. So don't go crying wolf when you want something bad enough, but you had to be patient. Now you got what you need. Now the NHS has to apologise for everything. And the doctors can fuck themselves because they're losing their wages. That's their time limit coming in. NHS will lose their money because the doctors are fucked, they're useless, and they're pile shit. Like I said, doctors don't always know everything. The only person that did was the first doctor that helped me get into life, brought me to life. Why? He looked at this birth certificate and kept something hidden from you. Now, when everybody sees it, they were going to start waking up and smelling the fucking coffee. So stop meddling with Dirk, why, and myself, and my grandfathers who no longer alive, dead and buried by the NHS mistakes. And then you're also talking about my great uncle on top of that for natural cause of death. Then you're adding up everything else on top. So work it out. We lost contact with Lily, Charlie, and Margaret for a long, long time. And they are brother, sister, and niece from my grandfather. But in the day, my mother and Margaret are cousins by blood. But in the day, The people below that, myself and my distant cousin, click click, all come together. I'm not losing my family again. I work so fucking hard. If you think I'm stressed over it, no, I am stressed a little bit, but I'm not over bloody confident like you think I am. I've done a lot of hard work. My family has returned to me because I needed them the most. Of course, a lie has to be put into place to safeguard us both. Why? Because we're the ultimate key on all of it. So if you killed us, me and my young lady off, I will fuck your heads up. And that's the honest truth. And don't expect undecency to say, oh, hello, Matthew, I'm going to punk your lights out. Because I will say, don't use that name, you filthy bastards. That's why I'm on safeguard mode, not the other way round. I'm maybe not violent, but I'm not like Diesel 10. I worked so hard to get this far. I'm not a bully, I'm not a bullshitter, and I'm not a liar. I'll always be honest. I may have kept my mouth shut for a long time, but you lot are forcing my hand to get the truth out for you. Now you got the truth, now you can fuck off. It's not a joke, it's not a laughing matter, it's a real life event. You can't intervene because there's a lot of facts and truth in this. The cops will accept that because it's facts. It's logic, it's truth, and it would not go away. Why? Because we have to continue it. We have no choice. I'm not running from my responsibilities, nor would she, and then it all come together slowly. You just had to wait a piece and piece at a time, but people have been pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me for all my family secrets. Now, if now you got it, now you can fuck off. It's not because I'm angry with the public. It's the public that knew about me, yes. NHS doesn't know fuck shit. And you got NSFT with all the falsified documents and not realise to put two together. And that's the end of it. And that's the angle.